Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to rise, despite the fact we did not vote on the proposal for the QArena. I'd like to use my time tonight to talk about this project. It is appropriate for us to take all three readings on such a valuable piece of legislation. I have made it clear where I stand on this. It is important for me to continue to reflect my constituents each and every opportunity I get before final passage of this proposal. It is a proposal that will ask of us to encumber, beginning in 2024, admissions taxes that right now are being used to retire a debt associated with Gateway, to be sent again into a Gateway-related facilities to QArena. Let me just say that for those of you who believe that because the only way this tax comes about is because the people who show up at the doorstep of QArena, they pay that tax. For some reason, that is an appropriate difference. It is not. We tax tickets, all with the notion that that money comes back into the general fund so that the 18 members that are elected here at 601 Lakeside can determine the distribution of those tax dollars. So don't sell me that it's okay because someone from Willoughby happens to pay for that ticket and somehow Ms. Jones or Mr. O'Shea doesn't deserve to have that money. I want us to dispel the notion that it's okay to give this money away because the people who are paying for the ticket don't live in Cleveland, because our system of 8% tax is the notion that we shift the money to benefit the citizens who live in Cleveland. We have some dark clouds above our city. We have a governor who is coming to take more money away from us. We have a governor who wants to raise the sales tax. We have a new president who will, if allowed to do it, cut back on job training money, cut back on education, cut back on block grant. We have dark clouds hanging over this city. There is a discontent circulating throughout this city. I've been on both sides of the river. There is a discontent about the conditions of the neighborhood, about the allocation of resources, about the priority we place on the citizens and where they live. There is a discontent. So in steps Mayor Jackson's proposal after negotiating for, as Mr. Silliman has told us, for 30 days. Questionable whether it was actually 30 days, but let's give him a benefit of the doubt, 30 days. For them to sign off on an $88 million deal that takes public dollars beginning in 2024 that can go into the neighborhoods to stay with the billionaire owner in his operation at the QArena. 30 days. A negotiated agreement of using public dollars for this deal right after we've got the commitment of the citizens to raise the taxes. Now, I know that we knew about this during the election. We knew about this. Whether you officially consider yourself negotiating at the time of the vote on issue 32, there was something deceptive about me and all of us standing and telling Ms. Jones to pass this tax while some folks are quietly sitting in the corner cutting this deal. Now, my voice is loud. Let me explain something to you. You know where I stand. But there's a deafening silence after the December press conference. There's 18 of us. 17 of us will speak to this issue next week, it will pass. And I'm not going to judge the 11, 12, or 13 who will vote for it. That's not my job. I have one vote, one voice. It's clear, it's loud, it's definitive. But the voice of who brought this to us has been silent. Now let me just go into this deal. Someone quickly told us that only 2 wards represent 75% of the income that comes in to the city. Only 2 wards, Ward 3 and Ward 6. I don't understand why they're proud of that. They make my case. You see, there's no economic engine sufficient enough in the neighborhood to draw the money to allow for prosperity across the city. I don't take any type of joy when you tell me only 2 wards takes up 75% of the revenue in the city. We need to take economic engines that they raised a claim that the QArena is an economic engine. I want economic engines in the neighborhood. I don't need them all downtown. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So as the Greater Cleveland congregation, as the Progressive Caucus, as thousands of people believe in the neighborhood, this money needs to come to the neighborhoods, and we need to stop sending money to the rich and powerful that Mr. Jones and Mr. O'Shea has earned. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.